Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis with Elliott Wave Theory for SP500. So let's start here on 1 hour time frame. Again, the higher time frame idea was that we were creating a three-way structure. From the start of June, we would be creating some kind of three-way structure ending at here. That is one of the possibilities. That would be creating a WXY structure. In here, we were looking at this as a potential three ways into either these highs or these highs. We have two different ideas. One of them is saying that this current structure is a 5-wave structure that is ending a previous structure, which would end this structure over here, or this structure here would be the start of something, meaning that this here would be the pivot point completing this kind of structure here. So overall, what we have is this ABC count, where we have again ABC into these highs, and then we would have another ABC coming down and creating this C wave. This should be actually a higher degree, because again this would be correcting the same structure, so same degree. At this time, however, we can see that we have yet to take out the 382 in time, so I would be a bit surprised if we are pivoting here before that. Generally we should take at least that amount of time. Again, that is not a rule, more like a guideline that I have for any kind of three-way structures. But yeah, that's that. We have of course retraced already 50% of this move, so it is still possible that we just pivot here. This would be the next continuation, would be upwards and creating pretty much the similar structure over here. Again, that would be the expectation, creating a three-way structure up to create this higher, larger degree three-way structure upwards. Not really my favorite. That is going to be taking quite a bit of time, and if we are comparing it in time to the previous structures where it would be compared to, this previous move here. At the moment we have already passed the one-to-one extension in time in comparison to this move, so this is the exact move that we would be looking for. So I don't think that is that likely of a scenario, although again it's still possible. The other scenario is again that this would be a start of something. Either this would be ending that larger structure that we had here, or it would be correcting this structure over here, or yeah, basically starting the correction, basically something like that, and then we would be going higher. But with this kept in mind, I do think that this scenario has the more potential of having this as structure complete in here around the one-to-one in time, and now we'd be continuing the higher degree wave structure again from here, which is this one here. So that is basically that. In this scenario, again, the idea was that we had a three-way structure with a WXY and ABC in here, hitting the minimum for this ABC, but one-to-one for this WXY. So again, those targets are very well respected. Now for the more local structures, let's take a look. There's a couple of different ways you can be looking into this. We can see that the lowest low here on RSI is around the 15th of December, at least on the ES1 chart, and that could be the third of third basically. We are still created only two divergences at the lows. There is possible that we are creating one more. At the moment this looks decent as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 is quite big here, but again, not too concerned about that. There is alteration against 2 and 4. On 4, we would have this most likely as a WXY, because again, this structure here is very much more of a three-way structure. In wave 2, this is very much of some kind of ABC in my opinion. This looks kind of decent as a 5-way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not so much. Maybe we have some kind of diagonal in here or up to these highs, and then we have this kind of structure here. Does not really matter on overall higher time frame, but what I would be doing is doing something like this, and we can see that this structure has the potential of being complete, because again we have broken through this channel now. On RSI, we have no clear reason or saying that okay, we have completed this yet. I would want to see this being broken yet first, and possibly even this structure over here being broken. At that point we can be more confident to say that, okay, this is done. However, I'm definitely looking for long setups once this turns down a bit, so we can get a continuation upwards. Now, if we are looking at the very much smaller time frame, 1 minute, I don't really want to do this most often, but again, at the pivot points, it's good to see and taking a look at what this is. So in here, generally, what I would like to see is potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this looks decent as a 5-wave structure. Not the prettiest here, of course. This looks like a 3-wave. Potential 5-wave, again, another wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks decent in my opinion. So overall, we would have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be a 3rd wave. I would almost like to say that that would be the 4th wave. However, we have taken out the lows here already. Let's see. Yeah, we have taken out the lows here, but we have not taken out any kind of lows that we had here. So I think this is still valid, and we could be looking for that 5th wave here. Let's take a look at it here. Yeah, it fits right on the dot on the 38.2. So I feel like one more high here is definitely gettable. 1.618, we just slightly missed that for the wave 3. So that means that wave 5 has the potential of going extended. So we would be just measuring that as well in here. And around 38.60 as the minimum and 38.76. We'll see if that turns out to be true. Of course, there is a potential where this is actually a 5th wave. Let's see on 1 minute. This definitely looks more like a 3-wave structure. These all look so much like 3-wave structures. So that's why I wanted to create that 4th here. This definitely feels like a 3, 3, and then 5, creating a flat structure here for this potential 4th, and then looking for this 5th. If we are getting that 5th in here and get a good looking 5-wave structure, keeping the divergence that we have here from here, so then I would be definitely looking for another short setup, and then long from here, these lower levels, whenever this whole thing is going to be pivoting. At the moment, the best areas I would be thinking is still this one here. We have this insufficiency area here for now, and if we are just not going to be dropping down now, where this 4th would be invalidated, so 5th most likely would be somewhere in here. I do think that this is still going to be a pretty decent play. So anywhere from around 38.25 would be my guess as the area. Yeah, that looks good. 38.25 as an area of interest. I'm just going to be setting an alarm here at the 0.5. If the again price drops below here, 38.29, then it definitely has more potential of not being a wave 4 and instead something else. But for now, we can still hope that we have another leg up. I still don't have a long setup here on SP500 or a long trade at the moment. I'm still on the shorts, but this is definitely a sign of strength here, even if we would be creating an ABC here on a higher time frame. So again, there is always 2 different ideas. Either this is starting the ABC here, so this would be the start, or basically a corrective structure. So most likely this would be actually, instead of this being the wave 4, this would be the wave 4. However, again, we already have that 3-wave-ish look here, so that wouldn't have alteration. So I feel like this has very much more potential of being actually a start of something. Combining the channel break here, it definitely has more potential of being a new impulsive structure to the higher side. But of course, nothing is for sure, but I think that is the main idea that I currently have. So I think that is going to do it for this video. I created a Patreon, so if you want to be learning about the basics of Elliott Wave, there's a course in there where we have around 10 or 15 different lessons already created for that. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check out the Patreon. If not, there's also, of course, the Discord, which is still free, and you can utilize that as well to share your ideas and if you have some questions about things or the charts or the counts that I have. put your questions there. Of course, I can help you through YouTube as well. But I think that's going to do it for now. If you made it this far into the video, again, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye.